Hey, what's going on, guys? Buffalo Gamer 77 here, and today's video is going to share with you my computer parts for my computer. I know I did promise you guys a video on this, and here it is. So let's get started with it. The first item I got for free, actually, is from my friend Jesus, and he gave me my power supply, also known as the PSU, and this is the Evga 650 B3. It's a bronze certified PSU, fully modular, and fully modular means that you can pick and choose what cables you want to use for your PSU, and basically it helps it get rid of wires that you're actually not going to use at all. The SATA ports, if you're not going to use that at all, you can take them out, not use them at all. It's pretty cool. Not sure the value of this at all. I didn't look it up at all. He gave it to me for free, but I will put a link in the description below to all my parts for my computer. That way, if you want to check them out, you can. Now, before we get started here, I just want to talk about some websites I went to check out some prices and compatibility issues, and that is PCPartPicker.com. Now, basically, here you could choose, pick and choose your, CPU, all your parts for your computer, and see if it work and be compatible with each other. For example, if you buy a G-Sync monitor and want to use a RX video card, it'll show you, some issues with that. Or if you have a hard drive that's not compatible with your motherboard, it'll show you that. So I highly recommend checking out PCPartPicker.com and make sure all your parts and pieces you're putting together are going to be compatible with each other. All right. After that, next item I bought here was a hard drive for my computer, and I bought it used on a site called Mercari, and that is the Samsung Evo 960 NvMe SSD. This is a hard drive that's on a computer chip. It's probably about this long and this wide, and it goes into your motherboard into the M.2 slot. This here is 500 gigabytes, and I paid $85 for it used on Mercari. I'm going to need a secondary hard drive pretty soon, but for now, this is definitely working pretty good. It's a pretty fast hard drive. Highly recommend getting an NvMe drive if you have the money for it. And yeah, it's pretty fast. Next item I bought here was my keyboard, and it had some gift cards for Best Buy and some Visa gift cards I got for Christmas. And I got the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 rapid fire keyboard. It was on sale for $99.99 at Best Buy, so I picked it up. Also bought the 2-year warranty extra for $10. And this keyboard has a lot of different functionalities in it. You could change the lighting on it. You could change the keys. You could have the keys light up to certain colors. It has so many different options. My favorite option it has is the volume for the speakers. There's a scroll wheel on the keyboard itself that allows you to increase or decrease your volume. It also has a USB port on the keyboard where I have my mouse plugged into it. But you can plug in any other USB device you want to. Keyboard, only complaint I have about the keyboard is on the louder side, but it's not too loud. But it is recommended for me for sure. Check it out. That is a Corsair K70 MK.2 rapid fire. And after that, I bought a mouse. Now I did buy 3 different mouses. Not too sure how to phrase it. Before I went ahead and got this one right here. I did check out the SteelSeries Rival 310. I believe that's what it's called. And I found that one kind of bulky for my hands, and the arrow buttons on the side here were kind of like hard to get to for my thumb. I also did check out the Logitech 503, and I settled on the Logitech Pro. This mouse was, $58 on Amazon. So the Best Buy price matched it to me. The Best Buy price was $69, but they again price matched it for $58 to Amazon. And highly satisfied with this mouse right here. At first, I thought the mouse was kind of on the thin side, where it was not curved at all. It didn't fit my hand properly. But after using it for a little while, I got accustomed to it, and I actually like it a lot. It's very light, and it's easy to move around. It has the Hero sensor in it, and you can change the DPI and the settings, and it's really good. It goes up to 16,000 DPI, 0 filtering, 0 smoothing, E3 grams, 50 million clicks. so it has a lot of clicks in it. The other Logitech mouse that I checked out had a lot less clicks in it. This one should last a long time, and yeah, it's a great mouse. After that, I did buy my RAM for my computer. I knew from early on that I wanted to buy a Ryzen computer chip, and I checked out the Ryzen chips for a long time. My friend Jesus recommended to me to get the Ryzen 2400G, which is onboard graphics card. And after watching some videos on it, I decided to go with a normal Ryzen chip. And so Ryzen likes to have high megahertz RAM, so I went ahead and got the Corsair Vengeance LPX 3200 megahertz RAM. I bought this through Google Express, and at the time it was $109.99. First time user on Google Express, you save 20%. So with tax and shipping, it came to $99. So this RAM is very fast. I'm not sure if it can be overclocked or not, but I'm very satisfied with it, and it works really good. I did want some RGB RAM. The actual RAM that I actually wanted was the G.Skill Trident Z RGB. That was $30 more at the time I bought this RAM right here. And when I thought about it, is the RAM worth $30 more because of the RGB? And I decided not to get that. So that's the reason why. Next is I bought my processor. And here is the Ryzen 2600X. At first I was trying to find a good deal on the Ryzen 2600, and that was going for roughly about $160 or $155. And one day I checked out a site on Reddit I go to called PC Sales. I'll put a link below to the actual site I go to for Reddit. And a person posted a sale on the 2600X chip, and it was $165. It also included the division code for free. So yeah, great deal. The 2600X has a better cooler than the 2600. Also has out-of-box higher speeds. Let's see, this has 6 cores, 12 threads, 3.6 gigahertz base, and 4.2 gigahertz overclocked. So if you're like me, who knows nothing about overclocking, this out of the box is definitely better for you. But if you know about overclocking, you can make the 2600 probably better than this chip. But for me, this is definitely worth it for me. $165 with the division for free. The division 2, definitely worth it. So after I bought that, I went ahead and bought the motherboard. Now the motherboard I did a lot of research on motherboards. Checked out all different sites on it, different videos on YouTube on it. I knew I wanted USB-C, USB 3.0, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled on board, and I went ahead and settled with the MSI B450 Gaming Pro Carbon AC. This one has all the features I wanted in the motherboard. It is a little bit more expensive than other motherboards. This was, I'm going to say, $129.99 from Amazon. It was sold out for a lot of sites for a long period of time. Now I say a long period of time, I mean like 2 weeks. I don't mean like a long period of time, but to me it was a long period of time because I was trying to find this motherboard for a week and a half or so. Finally, Amazon had it in stock, and I bought it right away. And for $130, it's definitely worth it. It has 2 different M.2 for your hard drives. It's got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth enabled. Has a good audio chip in there. Yeah, very satisfied with the motherboard. I'll show you pictures of all the items I bought and video on it later on. But this is more of a video for informational purposes than cosmetic. So after I bought that, basically I had all my pieces to my computer, and I just needed the graphics card for it. So after much research on graphics cards, I was looking into getting the 1060, the 1660, 1660 Ti, the 2060, the 2070, and just going through all different videos and see what the best one is for me. And I went ahead and got the Zotac RTX 2060. Now, after deciding on the 2060, they make, MSI makes one, Asus makes one, Zotac makes one. So many companies make different kind of graphics cards, and they start up at $349, and this one here was $369.99 with taxes. It was about $400. This one does have ray tracing. I know only 2 games right now have ray tracing, which is Battlefield 5 and Final Fantasy. I have not used the ray tracing yet, but I want to buy a graphics card that was going to last me for a couple of years, at least 2, 3, 4 years at least. And my friend Asus told me to get the 1060, but I knew that was only temporary, and I didn't want to buy a graphics card that was going to be temporary. I want to buy one that was more long term, where I buy it, I have it for 3, 4 years, and then it'll still be good and valid at that point in time. And if I want to upgrade, then I can upgrade. I don't want to buy one now, spend $150 on it, $200 on it, and then next year, right now, buy another one for $300 or $400. It's just more money out of pocket. This should last long term. Hopefully, it's going to last long term. Right now, I'm playing Battlefield 5. I'm getting 144 frames per second. So yeah, very good graphics card. Highly recommended. Also forgot to mention the monitor I bought. I bought it used on Craigslist, and that is the Acer Predator. The exact model number I'll tell you in a second. It's the XB241H, 1080p, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond, and I paid $200 for it on Craigslist. This is a G-Sync monitor, which prevents screen spreading or tearing, where the images are sort of like lagging behind each other, and half your body's over here, half your body's over there. It's a great monitor, highly recommended. At first I wanted a bigger monitor, but when you're playing on a computer screen, you're sitting up close to it, not like you're playing on a TV screen where you're farther back at it. So 24 inches is definitely big enough, where you can see everything going on the screen. 27 inches where I wanted to be at, but I got a great deal on this monitor. I paid $200 for it on Craigslist. It was used, and the retail price for this monitor is about $350. After getting all these items together, putting it together, and getting it up to par, I tried to install my operating system, which is Windows 10, on a external hard drive I had from like years and years ago. It had to be about 8 years ago, probably. I bought this external hard drive from Western Digital. I think it was like the Western Digital Passport, and I couldn't find the actual cord for it, so I used my PS3 cord, and it would not work on my computer. So next day I went to Best Buy, and I bought this flash drive, and it's called the Western Digital Easy Store 64 gigabyte flash drive, and I transferred it onto here. This was about $12 at Best Buy. 64 gigabytes is pretty good storage space for it. I could have bought one for 8 gigabytes for like $5 and did the same thing, but for $5, $6 more, I think it's worth it to get 8 times the storage space for it. And it took me about 2 tries to get it installed onto my new computer, but worked really good. Highly recommended to get this flash drive. Again, $12, not that big a deal. The prices for my items I'll put in the description below. The CPU was the Ryzen 2600X, and that was $165. The Corsair Vengeance here was upside down. It was $100. Trying to think what else did I buy. So after using all that stuff, I wanted to stream some games and do some videos. So I needed a microphone. So I went to Best Buy and I bought the Blue Yeti. Now 2 days after I bought this Blue Yeti, on my website I go to for Reddit, they had it at buydig.com for a lot less. So this microphone here at Best Buy was $103 plus tax, so it came to like $111, $112. And when I checked out the Reddit post, it was $69.99 at buydig.com. If it was like $5 to $10 difference, I wouldn't have returned it at all. So I bought it on buydig.com and brought this back to Best Buy and exchanged it basically and saved $30. Best Buy does not price match to buydig.com, so otherwise I would have had it price matched. I also bought a webcam from Best Buy, and I bought the Logitech C920S Pro HD webcam, 1080p, 30 frames per second. So this is a webcam I'm using for my videos. Now after buying all these devices, I needed a USB hub. So I went to Amazon, checked out reviews, did some research on that, and went ahead and got the, this is called the RSHTECH Powered USB 3.0 hub. This was $18.99 on Amazon. It does work really well. You could turn on, the power to each device. It has 4 slots in it. So if you can see the diagram here. So if you want to use your phone charger, I have it in there too. You turn it on, use a button for it. If you want to use your Xbox controller or PS4 controller, turn it on. If you want to use your webcam or microphone I have here, turn it on. And when you're done with it, turn it off. So definitely satisfied with this purchase right here. Again, it was $19 on Amazon. And also wanted to have my computer secure, where it's not going to shut down and get a bolt lightning to it and fry out. So I went ahead and got the Belkin 7-outlet surge protector, 2300 joules, and this was, let's see, I'm trying to find it on here, my sheet, $14 on Amazon, 2320 joules, and has 7 outlets on it. So I have my computer plugged in there, I have the speakers I'm going to get for it plugged into there, the power supply is plugged in. So yeah, it basically protects my computer from power outages and all that. And what else do we have here? I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to do another video on the actual items itself and the case. The case is not here, but the case I bought for my computer is the NZXT H500. I got the blue model, and that was $69.99 on Amazon. They have black, they have white, and I went ahead and got the blue one. Blue's my favorite color, so I wanted to have that in there. Also have some computer fans that I got for free from my coworker at work, and those are RGB. So when I do my video on my pieces for my computer, my parts for it, I'll show you that as well. Alright, let's want to do a quick video on, well, not really quick, but a video on my pieces for my computer. Comment below, tell me what you think, and let me know. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to it. I do a lot of videos on streams. I do unboxings, reviews, pickups, things like that. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good night.